Meet Denza, the latest Chinese brand looking to crack the European market. Founded in 2010 by Daimler and BYD, in 2021 Denza repositioned itself as a premium brand that marries technology and elegance. It sits above BYD's volume-focused range, but below its ultra-luxurious Yangwang brand. This year it's coming to Europe, with the UK entry planned for 2026. Launching in Milan during the city's annual design week, Denza is starting things off with the Z9 GT, a 952 or 858 brake horsepower shooting brake available with electric or hybrid powertrains. There are already several models in the brand's Chinese range, but just two are confirmed for the EU for now, the Z9 GT and D9 MPV. However, the range could swell to 6 or 7 models, and even include some from both the Yangwang and Fengshangbao markets. Two cars have been confirmed for the European market so far, the Z9 GT and then the D9 MPV, which will be a direct competitor to Xpeng's X9 MPV when it arrives. The range will then grow to 6 or 7 cars in total, including Fengshangbao off-road models. The name is acronym for the brand's key values: diverse, elegance, novel, zenith, and aspirational. Denza's first model in Europe will be the Z9 GT, a handsome shooting brake penned by X-Alpha, Lamborghini and seat designer Wolfgang Eggers. Ask Eggers, and he'll tell you the design of the Z9 GT was inspired largely by flying silk. Look at the car for yourself and you'll see some heavy inspiration from Stuttgart, no surprise as the Z9 styling and proportions use the Porsche Panamera as a reference. It seems to get more interesting as it goes on. You get an inoffensive BYD face at the front, then Taycan-style sculpting on the sides. Finally, the car ends with a chunky pair of rear lights that are more American muscle car than Chinese new energy vehicle. It's about 10 times more interesting than something like the BYD Atto 2. On paper, the proportions shout Panamera, but this car feels higher due to its hybrid or electric powertrain and more bulbous than the Porsche. BYD is hoping the Z9 GT's more European looks will appeal to a European audience, and in person they might be right. Interestingly, the Z9 is also available as a sedan in other markets. It arguably looks even better, but sadly there are no plans to bring that to Europe right now. The Z9 GT will be available in hybrid and full electric. The BEV will use Denza's E3 platform, which benefits from vehicle motion control, rear-wheel dual-motor independent steering, and cell-to-body tech for better battery integration. Denza believes these three technologies combine to push the Z9 ahead of the competition. Cell-to-body makes the car 32% stiffer, while the rear steering setup means the car can swing itself into gaps, or crab walk into tight marking spaces. It's all backed up by strong performance. The BEV 0 to 62 miles per hour takes 3.4 seconds, thanks to a 101 kilowatt-hour battery, 308 brake horsepower front motor and a pair of 322 brake horsepower rear motors. That's 952 brake horsepower in total, with a CLTC range of 391 miles. That'll translate to something like 310 to 340 miles WLTP and a little less power, as engineers trade some speed for more palatable range for EU customers. When it's time to charge, an 800-volt system should speed things up. The plug-in gets the same CTB tech and trick steering but swaps the motors for a 2.0-liter turbo and 38.5 kilowatt-hour battery. The stats are nearly as impressive. The engine itself makes 268 brake horsepower and 232 pound-feet of torque, and it's combined with two 295 brake horsepower rear motors. The hybrid uses its combined 858 brake horsepower of power for 0 to 62 miles per hour in 3.6 seconds. As in the CLU, the Z9 GT's DMI hybrid system is able to act like a range extender at speeds below 62 miles per hour, and then more like a hybrid car using both the engine and motors at speeds over that. Inside, the Z9 GT is as techy as you'd expect from a more premium version of BYD. Front and center is a huge 17.3-inch touchscreen, flanked by two further 13.2-inch screens both for the driver and passenger. But despite the screen real estate, Denza's designers have still managed to pack in an array of switches. Cut like crystal, they're all over the cabin, from the windows to the center console, and they give the car an old-school, premium feel. Combine that with ambient lighting and a 20-speaker system from French hi-fi brand Devialet, and the Z9 may actually back up its luxurious promises. Denza will face stiff competition from legacy brands, but a seemingly strong product alongside lessons learned from BYD's rollout mean it's in a better position to succeed than most.